The 2024 Society of Broadcast Engineers National Membership Meeting is brought to you by the generous financial support of these SBE sustaining members. Blackmagic Design, leading the creative video revolution. Dielectric, trusted for decades, ready for tomorrow.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to welcome you to the annual membership meeting of the Society of Broadcast Engineers in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm SBE President Ted Hann. Today's meeting is sponsored by two SBE sustaining members, Blackmagic Design and Dielectric. I want to thank them for their generous support of the SBE, especially their financial support for today's membership meeting. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize a number of members and guests who are with us today. We have several members attending this week who have served this organization as national president. Please stand as I introduce you. Our immediate past president, Andrea Cummins, who served from 21 to 23. Jim Leifer, who was president from 2017 through 2019. I knew he's here somewhere. Ralph Hogan, who served president from 2011 to 2013. Vinny Lopez, who served from president from 2009 to 2011. And Chris Scherer, who served as president from 2005 to 2007. We thank all of you for your leadership and service to the Society. We are also pleased to have with us today Noah Hawk, our regulatory counsel team from Brooks Pierce. Noah, please stand to be recognized. The host for this year's national meeting is the Midwest Regional Broadcast Clinic, which is presented by the State Broadcasters Association of Wisconsin and Minnesota. Several SBE chapters participated in planning this event. They are Chapter 17, Central Minnesota, Chapter 24, Madison, Chapter 28, Milwaukee, Chapter 80, Fox Valley, and Chapter 112, Western Wisconsin. Thanks also to the Broadcaster Clinic's Planning Committee. Their names are being shown on the screen. If you are in the room now, please stand so we may recognize you. Our sincere thanks to you and the members of the Planning Committee for your efforts to not only stage this clinic, but to serve as host for this year's national meeting. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce members of the National SBE staff who are with us today. Certification Director Megan Clapp, Education Director Kathy Oros, Members Communication Director Chris Scherer, Frequency Coordination Manager RJ Russell, and Executive Director Jim Ragsdale. Database Manager Scott Jones and Sustaining Membership Manager Debbie Hennessy are in Indianapolis. Now, on to SBE Business. I would like to introduce SBE Secretary Gary Morrell, who will deliver his report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Since the membership meeting last April in Las Vegas, the Society of Broadcast Engineers conducted an executive committee meeting on June 21st, and our fall meeting of the Board of Directors was held just last night right here in Madison. The next meeting of the executive committee will take place January 25 in Charlotte, North Carolina. The full board will be meeting in Las Vegas in April during the 2025 NAB show. SBE membership on August 31st of 24 was 3,908. That's 63 fewer than the same point in 2023. Our high point of membership each year occurs on June 30th, just before non-renewing members are dropped in July. The membership count on June 30th was 4,374. The Society has 116 chapters, with 113 in the United States, 1 in Canada, 1 in Hong Kong, and 1 in Eastern Europe. Members are located in every U.S. state, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Guam, and 26 other countries. The Society conducted the annual election of 6 of the 12 directors for the National Board of Directors and all 4 officers this past summer, concluding on August 7th. Those elected will be inducted during this meeting. Mr. President, this concludes my report.
Thank you, Gary. Next is the treasurer's report. Our treasurer, Jason Nellis, is not here today, so I will do that. At the end of July 2024, the SBE had total assets of $1,623,810. The SBE assets include $1,621,169 in the bank and investment accounts. The remaining assets consist of $2,641 in office furniture, equipment, and intangible assets. SBE has no debt. The SBE expenses are $74,939 under income through 7 months. SBE saving per the Society's board approval finance policies are designated for maintaining financial stability, revenue production, capital improvement, projects that benefit the Society's membership, and for rainy day needs. This concludes the treasurer's report. Membership activity, growth, and retention are important functions of SBE. To bring us up to date on just a few of the membership-related activities, Membership Committee Chairman Fred Willard.
So the annual membership drive began on March 1st and concluded on May 31st. The theme this year was Shape the Future, Recruit a New SBE Member. So 5 SBE sustaining member companies and the SBE donated prizes as an incentive to recruiters. The drive resulted in 80 new members recruited and 53 current members sponsored them. The sponsors represented 44 different chapters. From all of the recruiters, one member's name was drawn to receive the grand prize, which was a trip to this national SBE meeting. The winner, Mark K. Johnson of Kennesaw, Georgia, is with us today. Yeah. The Society thanks your efforts very much. And of the 44 chapters represented by the recruiters, we recognize 2 of them tonight with the Golden Recruiter Award. There are 2 classes which represent chapter membership above and below the median membership level, or number, the average. For Class A chapters with memberships less than the median, the Golden Recruiter Award goes to Chapter 148, Eastern Europe, and the chapter chair, David Robakidze, is here, all the way from the country of Georgia. If you'd like to come up and receive this. Thank you. And for Class B members, the median of the Golden Recruiter Award goes to Michael J. De La Rosa. And thanks to everyone who participated in the membership drive this year. That's all I have.
Sorry, I got to play catch up here. Since 1989, the SBE has recognized outstanding achievement and volunteer service by our members and the chapters with the SBE National Awards. We applaud the dedication and individual members and chapters that work to make the field of broadcast engineering and the SBE stronger and more effective, recognizing that achievement is part of the mission of SBE. Terry Dowd, a member of the National Board of Directors, chaired the awards committee. Terry, please join me at the podium. Serving with Terry on the awards committee was Tim Kelly, Tom McGinnis, Wayne Pacina, Larry Shields, and Jeff Welton.
Each year, the SBE encourages chapters to recognize one of their own with the SBE Chapter Engineer of the Year Award. The SBE National Office provides a plaque for the chapter to present and recognizes them in an issue of the Signal. In 2024, 7 chapters selected recipients, and their names are being shown on the screen over here to my left. We congratulate all these members and encourage other chapters to participate next year by recognizing a local member for their contributions and achievements. All the winners of the National SBE Awards program will be recognized later this evening at the SBE Awards dinner.
Thank you, Terry. To bring us up to date on the latest with SBE certification program, please welcome Certification Committee Chair Ralph Hogan.
I would like to thank the National Certification Committee and all the certification volunteers that give their time to SBE during the year. The Certification Committee met yesterday afternoon in the second joint meeting with the Education Committee. During the meeting, the Certification Committee approved additional language to the recertification points form in Category B. The added criteria is for technical education content creators. For example, if one creates educational webinars or YouTube videos, there's now a place on the recertification form where you can add additional credits. The previously announced Certification Production Technologist, CPT, certification should be available for applications by the end of the year. This exam is divided into audio and video versions. The CPT certification is aimed at attracting technicians and non-traditional broadcast audio and video areas. We have been promoting a web-based version of the CERT Preview for a couple of years now. Creating this technology update is taking longer than we had expected. During the testing, it was discovered errors within the program, and the developer had to fix the problems. We are conducting additional testing to minimize the possibility of errors when it is released. Sorry for the delay. We've delayed this now a couple of times, but it's a very complicated program. The Diamond Project will be complete at the end of 2024. This is your chance to have an expired certification reinstated without having to retake the exam. At this point, 53 certifications have been reinstated. Criteria is on the SBE website under the certification tab. Mr. President, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Ralph. To keep pace with the change in technology, it is important for all of us to take advantage of continuing education opportunities. One of the primary purposes of the SBE is to provide opportunities to our members that will help increase their knowledge within the broadcast and multimedia field. We do this through our efforts of our local chapters and through National SBE. With an update on the Society's National Educational Program is Jerry Morrell, Chairman of the Education Committee. Gerald.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Education Committee is proud to report SBE webinars continue to show impressive attendance. As of September 1st, we have a total attendance of 4,687 registrants. Of this number, 2,355 are for new webinars. These numbers compare favorably to the 2023 numbers. As of September 1st that year, there were 3,936 registrants from all sources, a total of 1,848 registrants for new members. Higher numbers can be attributed in part to the social media marketing that's been implemented. There are lots of webinars scheduled throughout the end of this year with topics including large data transfers, production lighting, network analyzers, and modulation, Linux, and the ever-popular Workbench tips. The list is shown on the screen. So far this year, SBE NS workshops have been held in Los Angeles, Syracuse, Quincy, Illinois, and Jekyll Island, Georgia. Upcoming workshops will be held in Biloxi, Mississippi on September 25th and 26th, and in Wichita, Kansas on October 21st. SBE NS workshops planned for 2025 include Richmond, Virginia, Albany, New York, Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, and in Missouri. The SBE NS workshop at the 2024 NAB show took place April 12th and 13th, providing an RF 101 and a media over IP track. There were a total of 126 participants, 41 registrants for the RF 101 track, 85 for the IP track. In 2025, 2 tracks of the SBE NS workshop at the NAB show are tentatively planned for April 4th and 5th in Las Vegas. The SBE Mentor Program holds quarterly webinars for all participants. Past topics have covered spring cleaning, high dynamic range, workflows for television, and HD radio technology. The November topic is being planned now. The 2024 SBE Mentor Program currently has 104 participants. Of this number, 41 are mentors, 63 are mentees. Now in its second year, the subject matter expert category involves 19 participants. This category supports the everyone can be a mentor idea by involving mentors with specific expertise as support to our regular mentors. We ask you to share your expertise in this limited capacity level as an SME if you can. The Technical Professional Training Program is in its 4th year and expanded through association outreach efforts. The goal of the program is to support training of new entrants to the field of broadcast technology. There's currently 28 mentees involved in the TPT program. Of this number, 7 were added this year. And with this growth, there's an increased need for mentors with television background, as well as mentors in our largest markets, San Francisco, New York, Boston markets. The Education Committee continues to work to schedule at least 2 new webinars monthly. Plans are also underway for NS workshops to be offered in areas without nearby chapters. The NS Foundation trustees have approved a $10,000 grant to support this new educational effort. The SBE Leadership Development course unfortunately was not held due to scheduling problems. We're currently considering dates for the 2025 event. Dr. Abram Walton will again conduct the course. Dr. Walton's the founder of Ivory Bridge Group, a management consulting and training firm. The Education Committee continues to conduct monthly conference calls in order to engage and keep our committee members involved in committee business and actions. These routine calls occur on the second Tuesday of the month at 3 o'clock Eastern. The Educational Committee welcomes your comments and suggestions for future programs, especially those that can help engage media professionals in emerging technologies. The Ennis Educational Foundation Trust has awarded 5 scholarships for this year. Recipients were chosen from applications received over a 12-month period ending July 1st. The Harold E. Ennis Scholarship, Robert T. Greenberg Scholarship, John H. Battison Founders Scholarship, Youth Scholarship, and the Gina Riccadelli Scholarship are awarded to individuals interested in continuing or beginning their education in broadcast engineering and technology. The Youth Scholarship is specifically for a graduating high school senior interested in broadcast engineering as a career. Each scholarship awarded this year is for $3,000. The recipients are not able to join us today, but we want to recognize them. This year, the Harold Ennis Scholarship recipient is Becky Myers. She's an SBE member, also certified. She'll be applying her scholarship towards continuing her broadcast career with certifications and other activities. Receiving the Robert Greenberg Scholarship is Crystal Holland. She's currently an SBE member and certified. She's in the process of getting her master's degree at Pace University. The John H. Battison SBE Founders Scholarship has been awarded to Nicholas Reed. He's an SBE member and attends the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, studying a degree in electronic media. The Gina Riccadelli Scholarship has been awarded to Juan Piana. He is a current SBE member studying television production at Hofstra University. And Megan Athey received the Youth Scholarship. She's attending Wesleyan University studying media production. Mr. President, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Gerald. Jerry. Sorry, we got to get caught up here. I have been honored to work with a dedicated group of volunteers on the board of directors this past year, and I want to know that each one of them has served the society with a prime focus of serving our members. I would like to recognize them for their effort. The 17 members of the board come from across the USA. Their full-time job, they work in radio, TV, station groups, and for the industry's manufacturers. Please come forward as I introduce you. I ask that the audience hold your applause until all have assembled. Serving as director, David Antoni, Greg Dow, Terry Dow, Mark Heller, Brad Humphreys, Zulahan Pershevi, Ched Kyler, Tom McGinney, David Ratner, Shane Tobin, Jeff Welton, and Fred Willard. Serving as officers this year were Treasurer Jason Ornelas, Secretary Gary Morrell, Vice President Kevin Trueblood, and finally, our immediate past president, Andrea Cummins. All these directors and officers have contributed tremendously over the past year, and I thank them for their dedicated service. You may return to your seats. The annual election of the national directors and officers was conducted this past summer. Close to 1,000 ballots were cast by members. I invite SBE Regulatory Co-Counsel Noah Hock to come forward and preside over the installation of our new directors and officers.
It is my honor to preside over the induction of our incoming officers and directors. I invite the following members elected in August to 2-year terms as directors to please join me at the podium. David Antoine, Greg Dahl, Dustin Hapley, Jeff Juniat, Sam Wallington, and Fred Willard. You are each about to begin a period of volunteer service as a member of the Board of Directors of the Society of Broadcast Engineers. Please raise your right hand as I administer the oath of office. As a member of the Board of Directors of the Society of Broadcast Engineers, do you promise to follow and uphold its bylaws and canons of ethics, to represent all SBE members and otherwise fulfill the responsibilities of a member of the Board of Directors to the best of your ability? If so, please respond by saying, I will. I will. Congratulations to all of you. Please remain up front as we continue. Kevin Trueblood, Shane Tobin, and Gary Morrell, please join us near the podium. There you go. You each have been elected by the membership of the Society of Broadcast Engineers to serve the Society for a 1-year term as Vice President, Secretary, and Treasurer, respectively. Please raise your right hand as I administer the oath of office. As an officer of the Society of Broadcast Engineers, do you promise to follow and uphold its bylaws and canons of ethics, to represent all SBE members and otherwise fulfill the responsibilities of your office to the best of your abilities? If so, please respond by saying, I will. I will. Congratulations to each of you. Please also remain up front. Ted Hand, will you please join us at the podium? Ted, you have been re-elected by the membership of the Society to serve as its president for a 1-year term. Please raise your right hand as I administer the oath of office. Do you, Ted Hand, promise to fulfill the responsibilities and duties of the office of President of the Society of Broadcast Engineers, to follow and uphold its bylaws and canons of ethics, to represent all SBE members and otherwise fulfill the responsibilities of President of the SBE to the best of your ability? If so, please respond by saying, "I will."
I will.
Congratulations, Ted, and to all those elected to serve. This concludes the induction. Mr. President.
All right. Thank you, Noah. I'm honored to have been reelected to serve as president of SBE for the next year. 6 other directors will begin serving their second year of their 2-year term. I would like to invite them to join the members of the board already assembled. Please come forward. Terry Dow, Brad Humphreys, Chad Keeler, David Ratner, and Jeff Welton, and immediate past president Andrea Cummins. The group assembled before you has made the commitment to serve our membership by leading the society. I look forward to working with them over the next year as we work to continue to provide our members with services and programs that develop professional knowledge, relationships, and strengthen careers. Election to the board means a commitment to work throughout the year, not only at meetings of the board, but in between meetings and serving as committee chairs and committee members. At this time, I would like to announce the National Committee chairs for the 2024-2025 term. When I introduce you, please acknowledge yourself by raising your hand. Awards Committee, Terry Dow. Bylaws Committee, Dustin Hapley. Chapter Liaison Committee, Jeff Jeanette. Education Committee, Gerald Morrill. EAS Committee, Brad Humphreys. Finance Committee, Andrea Cummins. Government Relations Committee, Chad Keeler. International Committee, Juliette Bebeshine. Membership Committee, Fred Willard. Nominations Committee, Jeff Welton. Publications Committee, Sam Wallington. Social Networking, Kevin Trueblood. Sustaining Membership, Greg Dow. Technology Committee, Shane Tobin. Ralph Hogan, please join us up front. Ralph is continuing his service as the SBE as chair of the Certification Committee. The Frequency Coordination Committee will be continuing to be chaired by Bob Weller. Returning to chair the Fellowship Committee, if he would come forward, is Vinny Lopez. The Mentoring Committee will be chaired by Pierre Jasper, who is unable to join us today. Also, I wanted to know that I have appointed Greg Dow and Jeff Jeanette to serve on the Executive Committee for the coming year. My thanks to all of you for taking on these responsibilities for the coming year. Each assignment offers an important opportunity to meet our missions in making the society broadcast engineers an important contributor to professional lives of our members. Thank you. You may take your seats. All right, I just had a few words on my own here that I wanted to say. As I enter my second term as president, I would like to thank all the members who supported me and voted in the 2024 election. I would like to thank Jason Ornelas, Mark Heller, and Tom McGinley for their service on the 2023-2024 board. Their diligent work and signed voices will be missed. I also like to thank Terry Dow for serving on the executive committee for 23-24. The board welcomes incoming members Sam Wallington, Dustin Hapley, and returning member Jeff Jeanette. We look forward to accomplish a lot in 2023, 2024, and I look forward to the work to be done in 24 and 25. The broadcast self-inspection guides were released as one of our big works. I am proud to announce the release of today of the AM station portion of those guides. Chad Keeler and his committee worked along with NAB. They have worked hard on this important effort since April of 2022. I want to thank them for all their work in producing this product. I would like to thank our booth sponsor, Dielectric. They have been a sponsor of SBE for many years, and we appreciate their support. The winner of this afternoon's $200 Amazon gift card was Vinny Lopez. Congratulations, Vinny. And again, I would like to thank Jim Ragsdale, Chris Shera, Megan Clapp, Kathy Oros, who are here with us today in Madison, and also Debbie Hennessy and Scott Jones, who are back in Indianapolis for the tireless work of making SBE what it is. We will continue our effort to make certification and education services even better than they already are. We've held our annual education certification joint meeting yesterday to frame out next year's master plan. And in closing, I would just like to say, on this day 23 years ago, we were getting together to form the SBE fall meeting in that year, and of course we all know what happened that day, and we end up doing that, I think, by conference call. John? Yeah, okay. Over 3,000 people died that day, but I would like to point out and recognize the 7 television engineers who were at WTC North. And if we could just take 10 seconds of silence to remember those 7 who we remember every year. Thank you. In closing, I want to say again how humble and proud I am to be your president for this coming year. Thank you. As we close, I would like to thank Blackmagic Design and Dielectric for their generous financial support for today's membership meeting. I hope you will join us next year for the 2025 SBE National Meeting. A reminder that the SBE National Awards reception begins at 5 in Salon A, B, and C, and the awards dinner is immediately after that in Salons E, F, G, and H. I appreciate you coming today. Thank you, and have you safe travel back to your home. Thank you.
The 2024 Society of Broadcast Engineers National Membership Meeting is brought to you by the generous financial support of these SBE sustaining members. Blackmagic Design, leading the creative video revolution. Dielectric, trusted for decades, ready for tomorrow.